we have a beautiful Rachel Carswell from Glade Central High School singing our national anthem. Thank you so much for the respect.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light once so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gladly streaming. In the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, does that star-spangled banner wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you so much. Beautiful job.
Welcome, everybody, to boxing in Royal Palm Beach for the PAL Boxing Fall Festival here at the Royal Palm Beach Recreation Center. Dan Oliver here ringside, joined by Sean Flynn, my trusty boxing partner. And we are getting ready for 12 very interesting bouts this evening. And we have a special guest with us, don't we, Sean?
Yes, and thank you, Dan, for the introduction. And I'm honored to have my wife, Kimberly Flynn, here, who is with the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office. I think she's got 27 years now, and she's a big boxing fan, and she's been very supportive to the Police Athletic League. And we can talk more about that whenever you're ready, Dan.
Okay. We're, as you can see, about ready to begin. Our first bout on the card tonight is Eduardo Terran, and he is in the red, and he'll be going up against Albert Jenkins in the blue. Jenkins is out of Belglade, a prodigy of Mike Lestrange and Belglade Pal, while Terran hails out of Caninos Boxing, and he is from the Bronx, New York. So should be an interesting bout here. They're 2-minute rounds, and these guys are in the 120 to 122 pound classification. 16 and 15-year-olds. So,
wow.
We know, Sean, that size in this does not necessarily tell us all about the skills of these guys. But these are young boxers, not a whole lot of experience. Only 2 bouts for Jenkins.
Wow. Well, yeah, this is 2 great coaches from 2 good gyms, very experienced with Bonnie Canino and Coach Mike. And of course, I've got a little inside information on Albert. He's really, really been looking forward to getting a bout for quite some time. So I'm sure he's really excited.
Well, here we go. As you can see, Jenkins is giving up probably 5-6 inches in height and length. As you can see, Terran, taller, lankier, a lot of reach. So Jenkins is going to have to work his way inside.
Definitely. You can notice already Terran is actually went from southpaw to right-handed, and now he's switching back and forth, which is it's not common to see young boxers do that quite so often. So he's back to right-handed right now. If you notice, there's some particulars about Turan.
And that would tell me that he is fairly experienced. He's an 11th grader, 16 years old, so he is a year older than Jenkins. But
yes,
they weighed about the same.
Definitely. As a matter of fact, Turan at Boxing 101, he's using his jab as what we would call a rangefinder to start off, and Jenkins doing a good job of closing the gap. So pretty interesting so far. I'm really enjoying this.
Worked his way in and had a nice scoring punch, but then as they were parting, Turan scored as well. Jenkins says he likes boxing because it helps him improve and become a better human being, and that's always nice when that can be the result of your training and dedication to the sport.
I can attest to that, too, because knowing Albert, he recently was able to go from Crossroads Academy to the school of his choice, which is Glade Central, and that was as a result of his positive progress in the classroom over the last year. So Albert Jenkins is doing some really good things outside of the ring, which is always great to know.
Our referee is going to have to keep an eye on this one because we can see that Jenkins has opened up a cut on Turan's nose. A little bit of a bloody nose going here, but he let it go to the completion of the round.
Yeah, I tell you what, watching Turan, we have the replay here.
Mm-hmm.
Good hooks by Albert.
And there you can see the blood that just started to come from the nose of Turan.
That may have happened. Maybe not as a result of any contact, but I can't be 100% on that. You know, in watching Turan in the first round, he was very, very patient, throwing his jab out there as what we call a rangefinder, not necessarily always with the intent to score. Kind of just as a way to just kind of feel his opponent out. It was a very interesting first round. They both were feeling each other out.
All right, so round 2 set to begin.
Speaking of nosebleeds, my wife Kimberly, I'm used to that. She'll get those occasionally to where we have to have her tilt her head back, you know. So I was thinking that might have been a natural result of what happened with Turan there.
Yeah.
Keep it up, and we're going to have you in the corner there.
That's right. I'm the master at stopping nosebleeds.
The only reason why I say that it might have happened naturally is because I really didn't see much contact in that first round. You know, it was kind of they were kind of being easy on each other, it seemed like.
I think Jenkins, when he got inside, connected on a couple of hooks, and one of them must have just caught him right in the nose.
You're probably right, Dan. I'm, rendering an opinion there without any factual information.
All right. We're waiting on something here for the start of the second round, and we wait no more. And Jenkins rushes right in and sticks a jab in there. And you think he's not going to get a chance to score many jabs in this fight with that reach differential.
No doubt. It is interesting. You notice that Turan keeps switching back and forth from southpaw to righty. It's a style that he likes.
Oh, there's a nice jab by Jenkins. And Jenkins also says that he used to get in a lot of trouble before he got into boxing, and that Coach Mike, as in Mike Lestrange, gave him a lot of opportunity. Good right hand, a couple of good right hands by Jenkins. And Turan might be in a little trouble, but he's gamely pressing the action here.
Yeah, definitely. Albert has stepped it up a notch in the second round as a result of most likely Coach Mike's instructions. He's bringing the action to his opponent.
Also, Albert says that his role model is his big cousin, Rudolph Cameron. because he inspired him to put the work in and helped him become a good person in and out of the ring.
Definitely. Albert displaying some really good head movement. I know Coach Mike would like to see him keep his hands up a little higher.
Yeah.
But he's going to be proud of Albert for bringing the action, the head movement, and that nice, good stiff jab there. Good hooks by Albert.
You can see blood is coming from the nose again of Turan.
And when Coach Mike watches this replay, he'll be probably, because I know he's all about his guys. When he hears me mention that bloody nose might not have been a revolt to Jenkins, I'll never hear the end of that.
All right, so a break in the second round here. 2-minute rounds in this, and a little action from the second round here. Notice Turan adjusting his headpiece. Oh, that couple of punches there caught him flush in the face.
No doubt. This is a good match for both of these young men at their experience level right now. It's perfect for both of them. And I'd have to say that right now, the blue corner, again, and I apologize to Coach Canino, I have so much respect. I think right now the blue corner has got the edge in this one going into the third round.
I would agree. What do you think, Kim?
Absolutely.
All right, they're ready to begin the third and final round here.
And then going back to that, it could be dead even based on the way the judges see it. So this could be the deciding round for either opponent.
Right, we're seeing a little bit more aggressiveness and solid punches being landed by Jenkins, but Turan, you know, the jab, a quick jab counts just as much as any of those haymakers.
Definitely. One of the things that Coach Mike I'm sure will get with Albert on is getting his hands up a little higher and not having him lean back in an action that creates an off balance where he tries to dodge punches by moving his head back.
Well, he boxes with a lot of determination. You certainly can tell that. All right, now our ring official is asking the corner to adjust Turan's headgear. It's come a little bit loose.
Great job by both coaches in getting together to make this match for both these young men, because they're going to learn from it. They're going to feel good about themselves no matter what the outcome here. And it's a really, really good first match to start this event off.
And perhaps while we have a little break here, you might want to have Kim comment a little on her involvement with PBSO.
Absolutely. Sweetheart, I was letting Kevin and the crew and Dan know on how you were instrumental in organizing our meeting with world champion Roy Jones Jr. and how we were able to bring 7 kids to meet him over the summer 2 years ago. So I'll let you talk about how that happened, and thank you for doing that for us.
Oh, you're welcome. I have known Roy back in junior college. I met him along with my brother, and I've known him ever since. Throughout the years, we've remained friends, and I've been steadily trying to get him to come visit us and come talk to the kids, and we finally made that happen.
You sure did.
And I managed to get in touch with him throughout his busy schedule.
Right.
and make it happen. But
he followed through, and again, you're totally responsible for that. And,
thank you.
And the kids, they still talk about it to this day. Albert picking up the action here, of course, Dan.
Yeah.
But I may have missed if Turan looks like he's doing some good work as himself.
He's working hard. I would say this is not a terribly one-sided bout, but the feeling here is Jenkins has done enough to earn the decision.
Definitely.
So Kim, let me ask you, knowing Roy as you do, Does he work a lot with area youth?
Oh,
Is that
absolutely.
important too?
Absolutely. I think it's his whole life. It trickles down into his family in raising his sons, and he also has a daughter. Throughout his life, I think he's a true role model, genuinely down to earth. I mean, a lot of positive influences in his life, and I think he really has influenced a lot of youth who look up to him still. And, you know, and he's continued his career actually by commentating with HBO as well. So a lot of people still see him. He gets a lot of exposure.
Well,
Sure.
I think we want to take it back to
All
the
right,
ring.
all right.
We have our decision.
We have the winner on bout number 1. Unanimous decision out of the blue corner, Albert Jenkins. On attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Both young
Yeah.
men, Turan and Jenkins, handling it well. And
Good fight.
matter of fact, Albert, because of you, Kim, and again, it goes back to you being an employee of the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office, is so involved in youth crime prevention. Albert had a chance to meet Roy this summer.
All right, well, thank you for joining us for the first bout of the evening. We will have, of course, more matches from Royal Palm Beach, brought to you by the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office. Sheriff Rick Bradshaw.